This device in your pocket is the most powerful marketing and sales tool ever invented. The way people buy has fundamentally changed in the last decade or so. The thing that's changed is people do independent research. They go to Google, they ask their friends and colleagues and family members on social networks, and they come armed with tons of information when they're ready to make a purchase. That is the idea of instant and real-time communications, and that is what people need to think about when they're generating content to reach people on the web. I typed in Antarctica expedition and all of these different expedition outfitters popped up. I could have gone with National Geographic Expeditions, but take a look at this. They're selling to me before they're educating me. This huge fat button saying, request a reservation. I don't want a reservation. I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to convince my wife to go with me to Antarctica. So I go to Quark Expeditions. Wow, now I'm learning something. Now they're not trying to sell to me, they're educating me. As I was getting excited about it, I started to tweet about going to Antarctica. And Quark Expeditions started to tweet back to me. So did, interestingly, the CEO of Quark Expeditions, Hans, also was interacting with me as I was making decisions. One thing I tweeted was, what the heck do we wear? And they sent me a video, and it's packing for the polar regions, which I watched. All of this is happening in real time. I booked a ticket, 2 tickets. My wife decided to go. And the company that got my business was not the cheapest. It was not the most famous. It was the one that engaged with me in real time. It's all about instant engagement. Everybody has one of these in their pockets that allow you to instantly communicate with people. What businesses are doing wrong is they're only focused on the old way of communicating, which is doing it when you're good and ready. You plan a campaign for next quarter or for next year, but if you're spending all of your time planning for the future, what happens is you forget about right now, this instant. Social media are just the tools. It's the instant real-time part that is so cool and so interesting. Content is one of the best forms of marketing online. I'm a huge fan of the Grateful Dead, and I thought, why are there so many millions of fans of the Grateful Dead? The way that they marketed was they allowed fans to record their concerts. They made it freely available for people to share the content. And as a result of people sharing the content, we learn about the Grateful Dead. The whole idea of instant communications is that you can be ready when the time is right, when the market is right. My favorite idea of all when it comes to real-time communications is what I call newsjacking. Newsjacking is the art of injecting your ideas into a breaking news story. Remember the Chilean miners when they came out of their hole? A smart marketer at Oakley said, wow, these guys are going to need eye protection when they come out of the hole. They sent 33 pairs of sunglasses worth $180 retail value each, put them down in the hole, and as they came up, each one of the miners was wearing the sunglasses. As a result of that, somebody calculated that the benefit was $41 million if they had spent that amount of money to reach 1 billion people by advertising. Then they have something to share on social. Then they have something to share on their Twitter. They have something to share on their Facebook. Here's the thing you all need to take away from this. Every single one of you can achieve a similar success. Every single one of you can achieve a similar success because on the web, you are what you publish. Sometimes people email me. They email me a month or 2 months after the presentation and say, I did it. I did what you said, and I achieved the same result. And guess what? I grew my business as a result. I have new customers as a result. Your challenge is to stop making excuses. Your challenge is to act fast and live loud. My name is David Meerman Scott, and this has been Real Time. Thank you.
David Meerman Scott is the man. He has helped us make this inbound conference what it is. We started, we had 500 people, and then we had 1,000, 2,500, 4,000. This year we'll have 8,000. He's been a keynote every year, and he crushes it. David Meerman Scott is the man.